Hello everyone, welcome to Diablo 3 Scrolls. This is Vyoma, hosting it for you at the Intrepid Idler channel. I got you back because I was pretty close to completing my Season 3 target. So, as I mentioned before in one of the other videos, for Season 3, my aim would be to get to Paragon level 400, so that gets us pretty close here. It's like less than 500 for me. What I'll probably do is I'll finish it off with some bounties. Now the way I got here is doing a lot of public rifts. Just get on rifts and just keep running rifts, and within no time I reached the target that I wanted to achieve. Another reason I want to achieve this today, though I had some other plans, was because Season 3 will be ending. It will be ending like in couple of hours now, less than 24 hours. So I had to get to my target, and that way I am a completionist. Let's see, what do I like? I think Fields of Misery might as well do. Once I finish this off, what I'll probably do is do some magic of video editing. I'll actually log back in after a couple of days when the season has ended. Season 4 is yet to start. That will start on August 28th by Pacific time, because I play on North American servers. So when that happens, I mean before that happens, so right after Season 3 ends, like in a couple of hours now, what I will probably do is I will go and do an inventory of all my characters. If there are any duplicates, I don't think there are, I will be cleaning them up, and basically preparing the non-season slots for patch 2.3. I'll not be playing non-season quite a lot. I'll be playing season 4, that is. Pretty excited to do that. I wanted to take a screenshot as well, but oh. So that's it, guys. See you in a couple of seconds for you. I mean, it will be a couple of seconds for you. It will be a couple of days for me. And watch you on the flip side. Welcome back. A couple of seconds back, you saw me racing off to Paragon level 400 in Season 3. Now I think the season has ended and it has actually been a day, and as you can see, the Paragon levels have rolled into the non-seasons. Patch 2.3 has not yet come out. It's still patch 2.2. I think it will be coming out on August 25th. Today is 24th. Generally when a season ends, what I like to do is come and sort out the characters, the different classes, and delete off if any duplicates I might have. I do not have any as of now. Initially I had an aim of my roster filled up with one of each class. I kind of have that. Not all of them are level 70, but I do have that. I think my new aim would be to have a version each, that's the male and female versions. Currently this witch doctor will be my main character. Probably this is what I'll be maining. So here I have the end characters, the 2 witch doctors and the 2 wizards. I have not played monk much, so I think for the Season 4, when the Season 4 arrives, I will be maining in the seasons at least a monk, probably a female monk. I do not have a male demon hunter or a male crusader. I do have for the strength characters, I do have the 2 barbarians. Again, neither of them are level 70. That's one of the fun classes. I just find the other classes to be more fun, but I think I will be targeting those as well.
Season 4, most probably I will be doing monk and if possible a demon hunter. Then if time permits we can see what else we can do with that. uh, let's see, I will still log into Kali, the witch doctor, and all the inventory, the things that I had in my inventory, the stash actually would have rolled over, and that's one of the reasons I like to come beforehand, before the next season starts, and sort those things out. Generally, if something has not been used and it's not up to par with the current trends, what I do is I just salvage them. I mean, there's no point keeping things around. However, if if they're good, I do keep them around. Now, the one of the key things here is in patch 2.3 they're introducing Kanai's cube, so I'll need to change my strategy a little bit. One main thing about that being, I'm sorry. So one main thing about that being that with a Kanai's cube you can actually, for example, say Tasker and Theo, the increased attack speed of your pets. This particular legendary attribute can be extracted. So I will be careful as to what I will be throwing away and salvaging. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort out the legendary gems first before anything else. And instead of boring you guys with all these things, what I'll most probably do is I'll introduce a cut here and I'll get you guys back once I have things sorted out. Welcome back, guys. So I have sorted out my inventory space and emptied the mailbox. First of all, let me go over the legendary gems I have. I have some equipped over on my witch doctor, because I took him out for a spin. I did miss the male witch doctor. I like his voice acting. And another thing is I have been playing the male witch doctor since beginning of Diablo. So I shifted all the gear over to this character and then switched the skills, took him out for a spin. It's still viable. Of course it's viable. I mean, the patch has not yet changed, only the season has ended. Anyway, so I sorted all the legendary gems, and after that what I've done is just collected all the set items here. Did not really sort by is it a wizard or is it witch doctor or what kind of set items they were. For the legendary items, I use the mules. I mean, by mules what I mean is the other toons or the other characters inventory space themselves. It actually made it easier this time because I know I will be, at the very least putting them into the Kane's cube and extracting the legendary attributes. So that way, I mean, I didn't have to choose what to keep and what to lose. And getting viable builds at least up to T6. I'm not sure about T10, Torment 10, but Tier 6 should be possible. So the gears are not that important. So as you can see here, I have all the legendary items set up. As of now, nothing much to do other than wait for patch 2.3 to drop and start pushing the torment levels and try to get the Kanai's cube as fast as possible. Once that is done, and in preparation for season 4, I will probably be creating a season 4 character where anyway everything needs to be farmed and built up from the scratch. As far as non-season characters go, I will be revisiting all these, at least getting them to level 70 and getting some minimum viable builds on them. As of now, that's it. I will be introducing another cut here, and next time I talk, which will be a couple of seconds for you, we'll be in patch 2.3. Welcome back, and as you can see, it has been about a day now, actually more than a day, because I have been enjoying patch 2.3 a bit. So let's see what's new. I have already covered it in one of the previous videos. Nothing different from that. So the patch 2.3 has brought in, this is the main thing, the Kanai's Cube, the ruins of Secheron, and adventure mode changes. Also, few of these are quality of life changes. These two are obviously, new content. Let me just jump into a game here. They have actually introduced higher torment levels. I haven't tried them yet. I have been mainly dabbling around a little bit with the Kanai's Cube as such. So I'm sorry I could not capture the process of getting it, but it's not really hard. But this is the Kanai's Cube. When it shows up as one of these other artisans that show up, like how we have the enchanter, the blacksmith, and then the Coetation, the gem combiner. Kanai's Cube shows up here in the town. It's there in every town. Zoltan Kul, he's the artisan. So the way you get it is you need to be in adventure mode. You do not get this in campaign mode. After that, shift to Act 3. In Act 3, Ariat Crater level 1. Now this is the place you want to go. I did this in Torment 6 because, as you all know, I shifted the gear from Kali, the pet doctor, over to Vyoma again. And I am using basically the same build here. And okay, I'm sorry, it's not Ariat Crater. What I was thinking, the ruins of Secheron. Secheron, I think so. Secheron, yeah. So I mean, you need to get to the second level of this. It's a large cube. I'll not be running it for now, but once you get there, I mean, there is no boss fight, nothing. It will be just that Zoltan Kul shows up, and that's about it. I mean, it shows up in all of your towns. Now let's just go have a look at the Kanai's Cube. It shows up on the minimap as this the Kanai's Cube here. So now these are the recipes. You will be able to extract legendary power, as I mentioned. If it were, say, Thaskar and Theo, increase attack speed of your pets. Now that would be extracted. How you do that is you pop in the legendary. Let me see if I have a legendary item that I do need to extract. I mean, might as well be. I think I have my. All right, let's just try this. So as you can see here, this has a legendary attribute of when receiving fatal damage, there is a chance that you are instead restored to 25% of maximum life and cause nearby enemies to flee in fear. So what I need to do is I need to put this in there along with the Kanduran Room, the Caldium Nightshade, Ariat War Tapestry, Corrupted Angel Flesh, West March Holy Water, as well as the Death's Breath consumable. When you have all these, I mean one each of these, and Death's Breath is 5, and you click on transmute, that's it. So this, the power of that particular, the legendary item that gets destroyed, and that particular attribute has been extracted and stored in Kanai's cube now. I'm not sure why I can't see it, but it should be showing up here. Probably because we cannot access it, I'm not sure. Okay, there it is. Pauldrons of the Skeleton King. So I will be able to equip one each of these. No? So for example, I currently have the Gloves of Worship. Its shrine effects last for 10 minutes. I mean that makes it way easier. And Maras, I just threw in some random jewel there. I am planning on putting the Ring of Royal Grandeur there. That way probably I can shift to some other convention of elements or some any other ring. Now another important thing you might be spying there is the Star Metal Kukri. This is a very rare drop, but it's way easier to farm, target farm specific items. So for example, it's not reforged legendary, upgrade rare item. I mean this is one thing, this will be your primary means of getting the specific legendary items that you need. Now what you need to do is you need to insert a type of a rare. I do not have, unfortunately. So for example, if you want dagger, what I did is I went and picked up a dagger. Now remember, this dagger must be level 70 to get for you to get a level 70 legendary. So how do you know that there are several versions of it? Even if it mentions it as level 70, what you need to do is, let's say you want the dagger, you need to find this specific version of the dagger. That way you can be sure that, I mean, then you say you are like let's say you're trading it, you're buying it or gambling it from what's her name, yeah, from Kadala. Let's say you are like, okay, see, it has to be this particular. Now there are other versions of it. It might say required level is 70, but that does not mean that you will be getting a legendary item out of it. So once you do that, what you need to do is so let me see here. I hope I have all the items just to show this to you. So you pop that in there. Definitely the Death's Breath. I mean, you can see, I mean, this is a pretty hefty. I mean, this is a particular time sink. These resource sinks. So I don't think the order matters. We'll see. Then you say transfer. Now I'm expecting a legendary dagger. There. Now it can be any legendary dagger, but doing this I actually found the Star Metal Kukri. It was not a great roll, it was a very poor roll. It was actually I mean the in terms of raw stats, the Barber is way better. It's some random legendary dagger, but this is way better than the Star Metal Kukri I had. But what I did is, once I did that, I went back and extracted that legendary power, and it's as good as I'm having the Star Metal Kukri. The legendary attribute of reduce cooldown of Fetish Army and Big Bag Voodoo by 1 second each time your fetishes deal damage. Now that applies to this build now. So what does that mean? You can actually look at your Kanai's powers over here. So I have these things equipped. That's about it. I mean, it's you can re-roll. You can re-roll a legendary item. Say you got a legendary item, then you can. I do not have the required, but let's say, I mean, this is how there's a possibility that you will be able to upgrade. The chance. I mean, say you have. Let's say you have a normal star metal kukri, you will be able to, after several ties, it is a random number game. RNG is RNG. You will be able to upgrade it to ancient version of it. So I mean that's what you'll be doing when you reforge a legendary. Basically what it does is it locks in on, say, when I do the reforged legendary, I will at the end of transmuting get a NSRZ edge. However, all the primary and secondary attributes will be rerolled. Obviously zombie dog stuns enemies around them for 1.5 seconds when summoned. That particular attribute will remain because that's property of the legendary item. What you have next is skill of Nilfur, convert a set item. I haven't used this yet, but I think what this does is, say you have a lot of say I was aiming for a Zunimasa set and I kept getting, say, the Zunimasa's trail, and I have one of the other things missing. I probably can convert it here. Now the only catch here is it cannot be an ancient. The resulting item will not be an ancient actually. So that's one thing. Remove level requirement. So this will come into picture when you want to power level one of your new characters. So what you do is you take I think it's the gem of ease. So you pop that in there. And along with that you need to pop the weapon that it has to be rank 25 plus. I mean that's one thing. And on top of that, if you put the required level, that particular constraint is removed. So you can actually have a very powerful weapon. Apply a gem of ease on it. Obviously the gem of ease is going to be destroyed because of that. However, the level requirement is removed, and then you can have that particular a new character, a new toon, be able to equip that particular gear. So that's that. Darkness of Radament. I think this is for conversion of one gem to another, one gem type to another. So what you do is you pop in 9 of one type of item and then the targeted item. Say you, as it says, you want say you want a topaz, then you need to pop in a essence of topaz. And what I think where you should be getting this, now I have not looked at it, so I may be wrong. If I am wrong, I'll get back to you on this. So I think Squirt, the peddler, she sells essences, right? So there it is. So if you want a topaz, say let's say you have a lot of diamonds and you want to convert them to topaz, you pop in 9 and you take one of this, and that will result in 9 topazes. Now the level of the gem that gets transferred. So if you pop in Marquis diamond, you will be getting Marquis topaz. If you pop in Imperial diamond, you will get Imperial topaz. You get the picture. Next thing, that I wanted to talk about is Anger of Ibn Fat. Convert crafting materials. You know how it is that we always have a ton of veiled crystals. I know, because when I got the season rolled over, I threw away. I just sold because there was a lot, but that's not required to be done. I mean, whichever materials you get, any material, just collect it, one of the other type. So if I put in, say, veiled crystal and a blue item, a magic item, and one death breath, all the 100 of the rare type will get converted into magic. So it doesn't matter what you collect, just with having one death breath and one random equipable item, you will be able to convert between those. So that's a big one there. Beyond this, there are two undocumented recipes. One is for the cow level. I'm not sure how exactly to get that. I think you pop in probably the staff of herding or something else. I'm not sure. That's one thing. The other one is the puzzles. You see, I have been holding the puzzle ring. Uh, I will be doing this in one of the subsequent videos, but the puzzle ring will open a portal to the vault, and in the vault, I mean it's a goblin realm. You'll be getting. I mean you can see here. I did not open the vault portal using Kanai's cube, but it's just during some normal bounty runs I found those, and that's how you know. Gold is pretty easy. I mean, gold is a non-issue currently. Now there will be one more thing you will be seeing is how do you get all these? I mean, as you can see, obtained from Act 1 Horaric Cache, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4 and Act 5. You get these by completing bounty runs. So let's say you go to Act 1, you need to complete all the bounties. Once you complete all the bounties, return to Tyrael, and he will give you these catches. When you open them, they will provide you these legendary crafting materials that are required for Kanai's cube recipes. So as of now, I just want to just go on doing runs and collecting stuff here. I don't think I'll be doing much in non-seasons again. As I said, I will be playing season 4. Season 4 will be arriving on August 28th Pacific time. So I mean I'm in India, so that's actually 29th morning for me, and I have some plans, but hopefully see you in season 4. Thank you. Hope you like this video.